All right, today's episode on Tequila Forever Tequila. I got a very special tequila that I'm going to be doing a review on. I got the T1 Ultra Fino. Check it out. Now, this is the bottle that many people call the genie bottle because of its unique shape. Now, if you're looking for a tequila that's easy to drink, then your wish has come true. Unfortunately, genies aren't real. And this tequila is no longer made, but you may still be able to find a bottle dusting away at your local retailers in the shelf somewhere. Now, this tequila, I believe after Germán González left La Gonzaleña back in 2007 when he was the master distiller for Chinaco, he went on to create this tequila. And I think if I remember correctly from one of my videos in 2009, he was also working on that Tears of Llorona on the barrels. Now, this tequila right here, I don't know why they stopped making it. But, a little bit about this tequila is that Germán González, he was talking about making a tequila for the American people, for those who are new to tequila or just developing a palate. So in other words, for you newbies out there. So the name Ultra Fino.
With T1 Ultra Fino, as the name says, I only took the ultra fine elements of flavor. Mm-hmm. And, it's I wanted to take away the fire, mm-hmm. the cat, as we say in Mexico, mm-hmm. in order for people to really enjoy it. People, now if you see the numbers of 100% agave, it's almost 63%. So Americans are turning to drink much better tequilas now. Mm-hmm. And what I see is that it's not easy for the Americans to go for a straight tequila.
They're still developing a palate for it.
Yes, it takes time. Mm-hmm. And that's why I developed Ultra Fino, because I think it's for new tequila drinkers. Mm-hmm. Because the way that I did the distillation takes all the flavors, but in a light way. Mm-hmm. It won't burn you. It will. All the agaves that I use are from the highlands of Atotonilco. I prefer the Atotonilco.
In this tequila, I believe the agaves could have been like 7, 8 years, even older. But what he was talking about in an interview was that he looks for like a brown ring on the agave. And the maturity of it is about 12 years. And about the agaves, the same thing could be 7 years old, but the maturity of an 11 or 12-year-old agave. And the name T1.
But one of the reasons of the name for T1, it's because I believe that tequila can be in every part of the world. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't going to put a name that, for example, Huizache, that came to the market at that time. Yep. And we're like, it's almost impossible that an American can say Huizache when you write it, H-U-Y,
Yeah. Or even tell you what it is.
Oh, yes.
So that's part of the reason that he chose, the name T1. And now you know why it's called the Ultra Fino. There is another one, Selecto. I think there was about 129 bottles made of that. And that was 43% alcohol, right? And I think there was some issue because of the name, so they stopped making them. So chances are we ain't going to be able to find that bottle at all. So anyways, let's go ahead and get down to doing this review. It's a really nice bottle. Doesn't have a lot number or anything like that. Maybe it got erased. Maybe it was done by marker. If you do find one of these bottles, what I recommend is that you put maybe some plastic, balloon, or anything, some parafilm around the seal. That's what I had prior to doing this video, because these were poorly sealed and they leak. They'll be it would evaporate. So don't be surprised if you find one of the bottles like down here. Chances are if I turn this over, it's gonna leak. So if you do find one, it might be evaporated, but if it's not, seal it up, because it will. So this is gonna be one of those episodes. Stop collecting and start drinking. Because I ain't collecting, I'm cracking these bottles open. I don't care if they don't make them anymore. I don't care if you can't find them anymore. That's what they're for. So, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get this bottle cracked open. Honestly, I do like this bottle, and the design. You know what I mean? It reminds me, I don't know if you guys ever watched that old school show, I Dream About Jeannie. That Genie bottle was different, but, it has that nice, that nice shape to it. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys imagine, though, if that was true? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like genies and stuff, and just can be like, you know what I mean? Well, let me get this crack open real quick. Check that out. Imagine if you were just like rubbing it, and you're like, man, I wish I had a bottle of like some Chinaco Añejo or something, and then boom, it appeared. I'd be pretty badass. Or if I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's just try it out, I wish I had a bottle of some fucking, I don't know, whatever, man, some Terralta or something, you know what I mean, that I haven't tried or whatever, and then, phew, that would be pretty badass. Anyways, let's go ahead and start doing this review. All right, so let's go ahead and pour this up. Pour a little glass here for my wife as well. All right, so I got my glass poured up, and I don't really need to let this air out. I know what this tequila is all about. I've had it before. This is, I think, like my third bottle. And let's go ahead and talk about some of these aromas on this tequila. And before we do it, let's actually swirl this up just a little bit. We'll take a look at the viscosity. It's probably really, really hard to see, but I'm looking at it right here, and it's holding up really, really well on the glass. I can see all the oils. And it hasn't broken down or anything yet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still turning this around, looking. And it's barely right here, it's barely starting to break down. So overall, it's holding up quite well. Actually, it's holding up really well. All right, let's go ahead and talk about these aromas. Okay, so what I'm picking up on this tequila is cooked agave, a little bit of minerals, it's like a very faded alcohol, and this is 40% alcohol by volume. Perhaps just a pinch of like some cinnamon. And that's pretty much it. Agave, minerals, cinnamon. That's it. So let's go ahead and do this on the taste. All right, so what I'm picking up on the taste on this tequila, it's cooked agave, a little bit of minerality. I get a little bit of that cinnamon, and perhaps just a light pinch of vanilla. You really don't get no burn, no alcohol, nothing like that. I think if you were to put this shit in your grandma's coffee, your grandparents' drink, prune juice or whatever, or having a conversation, they'll be like, mijo, it must be something in the water, but I feel great. I feel good, and won't even know. Like, this stuff is so easy to drink that you don't even know you're drinking tequila. If you were to put this shit mixed I can pretty much guarantee they won't even know that there was tequila in it. And if you were just drinking some juice and stuff, put this in it, before you know it, you'd be like, what the fuck? But I feel good. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's super easy to drink. And the Selecto one that I was talking about that I mentioned earlier, the fuck? Do you guys hear that? Sounds like the police. I wish they would, right? Anyhow, what I'm saying though about this tequila is that it is easy to drink. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not even drinking tequila. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a true connoisseurist aficionado, perhaps you might not like this tequila because there is no complexity to it. You know, it's just a lot of agave, which is good. But I heard that Selecto has, you know, more agave. It has more complexity to it. It has more flavor. Because remember, only the fine elements of the tequila were used to make this. So you know what? I'm gonna say this. For those who say that tequila is not supposed to be smooth, you know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to know you're drinking tequila? Fucking bullshit. And this is the proof right here. I totally get that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know you drink tequila unless the master distiller made it otherwise. This is no additives, nothing like that. This tequila was made to be smooth, easy to drink. So, yeah, unless that was the purpose of it, can't say that tequila ain't supposed to be smooth, because in this case, it's supposed to be smooth, easy to drink. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, if you find a bottle, try it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're a connoisseurist, tequila lover, you might want to select the one. Chances are you probably won't find it. But if you do find this one, I think personally this is good. I can enjoy this. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to a whole bunch of different tequilas, and I like this stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as it goes to recommend it, I recommend it to all those who are new to tequila, just developing a palate, because it does take years to develop. And even if you're an aficionado, if you love tequila, I mean, if you're open to this kind of products, you just want to try it and everything, I think it's a good product. I'm gonna rate this an 86. But if you're into like complexity, if you're into like this, you know, strong tequilas with really strong aromas of agave and flavors, it's not gonna be for you. You know what I'm saying? So hope you guys enjoyed this, because I know I am.
DEA, open the door! Open the door, you fucking Mexican!